So here's the latest addition to my RC course. Cut down some trees. That's the big trunk right there, and then you got a way up here, over there, over here. Got some, once you get up there, you can cross over to over here, do this stuff, or you can keep going down, then you can cross over. You got this side right here where you can come up. You can kind of catch a sidewall, kind of drive there. Of course, the ways to go across, there, there. Come up right here, or you can take probably what's going to be too challenging for all vehicles through the wheelbarrow and then through there. So I got the Cross RC. We're going to try it out. I went to do this with the GOM last night and I broke it. Video here maybe. And let's see how this Cross does. It's trying to work. Oh, I think I just broke my C-hub. Dang it, I broke my CV shaft. Don't drive the Cross very much anymore. I should. It's really kind of a cool car, truck. So this would be, quote unquote, the easiest way up, I think. It does that with no problems. So let's go from right here. Let's see if we can take one of these little side roads. Oh my gosh. Can it be saved? Yes, it can be. Do it again. This might be a little harder than what old Adam can do. This is the first time, so skills can be learned later. And then down the easy side over there. Alright, let's see what kind of climbs we can do over there. I don't know if the Cross can make it up this. The GOM had a hard time with it yesterday. The Power Wagon had a hard time with it. I gotta catch it. I gotta catch that tire just right. Okay, now let's see if I can do it without rolling it. That rear suspension will not bend. So it didn't want to go up right here. So we'll take this way up. It's probably more of a scale truck way anyway. I think right here, this is going to be our problem spot. This whole area right here. Oh, them tires are not hooking up. Try driving slow. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's try to get back over there again. Alright, trying this all again. These tires do not want to grip. I'm going to try to swing it. There we go. So I think this is where we're going to have some trouble. I think I want to catch just barely on the driver's side and on that log. Of course, I'm a little bit higher than I wanted to be. Yeah. That passenger side just isn't catching it. There it goes. Whew. Very interesting that these tires don't want to grip. Usually, I have pretty good luck with Pro lines. Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer in here now. If we can catch one of our little side roads now. Wind's kind of making this a little bit of a challenge today, filming wise. Alright, how can we get turned around? We are way out of track here. Oh, doesn't help when you got a log in the cab there. That's funny. Let's just try hitting this little trail right here. Okay, we're floating that front axle. Oh, come on. Something's hanging it up here. Here's the fun part to all this. That camera's just wobbling away. Let's see if we can get maybe a little more balanced here. So coming in and getting a little bit of driving in, I can see where I need to add things. Like I think right here I need to add a stick or two. See what's catching the front. So I think right in here, if we add a stick right here, maybe something right there, because otherwise, like this rig, it's getting hung up. I see what's going on. So it's falling down in there and the wheel's hanging up on that little nub. So if we get more in here, that'd help it, but I think we're gonna float the back axle. No? This isn't good. Maybe add some sticks right here, maybe one like right in here, and then one right here. All right, let's try this little side hill. All right, we got a stick added in there. I don't think it's going to be easy because that stick is bent. When I stop talking, it's getting serious in my brain. So can we get our cab around this? That's the next question. And that's why I got that stick sticking out to the side. Oh. Cab's helping us turn there. All right, we'll come back a little bit. Let's see, let's go right here. If I can get it into a level spot. So now we got kind of sidewall, that driver's side tire. So now yesterday, I was able to make the GOM pretty much turn here and float the axle right here. Let's see if we could do that with the cross. Kinda halfway. See if this rolls it over. Cool. That's kind of neat. So now we're lined up to take on this log, which I think I've already drove across it once, but got our tools over there, so not really going to be able to go too far over there. We'll go this route. Well, I think we got the wheelbarrow to try. So this is one obstacle the Cross hasn't never dealt with. So right here, you got to make sure that back end's lined up. Horsepower over it. So there's no traction right here. I don't think there's not going to be a rig out. The GOM made it higher. The GOM made it up to the cut part of the log up here. I think that's just a wheelbase thing. So you're going to need a little bit of power to get up. And I think that in the end, probably the best bet will be to line that whole front there with sticks. Something that can give some traction. I mean, I really like to have the slickness, but this is how you end up breaking front axles and front hubs, and you give them a lot of power, and then a lot of power, no traction, and then you get loaded up with traction on a bound down. CV shafts don't tend to like that too much. Yeah. So I think something in there, I don't know what, we'll figure out something to help climb up. Maybe we'll go with sticks running up and down. I think I'll work on that right now. We have moved the wheelbarrow out of the way. So we're going to try this. We built this little stick bridge thing. Now I'm thinking that as long as that bark stays on there, it's going to have plenty of traction. But the day that the bark wears off of it, I think that's when this is going to be a real challenge. I say all that while I'm total concentration. Let me get it out of there. I'll stand here. I think my goal will be to try to keep the driver's side back tire. I want to keep it like this going up almost. So as I'm looking at this, what looks like happening is that the suspension's trying to torque twist on me. You know, this truck I never really did ever get perfect how I wanted. I got it to where it crawled pretty decent, and then I let it be. Guess I could have one more stick in there. Let's do that real quick. Okay, we got one more stick added in there. Might as well just have the whole damn thing covered up. And now look. Now it wants to go up, and it looks like it would have rode on that one stick. Maybe not. Ooh. Oh, it hung up on the, So this is one that you have to hit right the whole way. You can't just halfway it. Break your new transmission gears. All we're doing is I shouldn't have. So like you gotta ride that wall right there the whole way up somehow. rig just doesn't seem to have it. Even if I do set it up in the optimal spot, it's getting pulled down in there. Shit. So there you go. Here's the new course. As you can see, it's going to have some challenges. It's going to have some things to figure out. Some of how you're going to hit these lines. Maybe I'm going to have to add more stuff to it. But I hope this gives you inspiration to build something at your house. All this stuff was a tree I cut down. 2 trees actually. So I'm basically taking pieces from that tree I cut down and from this tree I cut down, and this is what we built. Thanks for watching.